What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of SmackDown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including, is Vince really buying back WWE? Will Shane McMahon be joining him? Ric Flair announces cancer diagnosis. An actress who played a controversial character in TNA has passed away. The Miz taking time off from WWE. John Cena references R-Truth. WWE wrestlers will be wearing advertisements soon, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. As always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, a sizzling 6-woman tag match. Now, the 6-woman tag match featuring the entrance of this year's Women's Money in the Bank match is nothing new, but what a match. This year's Women's Ladder match is loaded with veterans and newcomers, and if last night's 6-woman tag match is any hint, fans could see the greatest Women's Money in the Bank ladder match tonight. Number 2, Shield 2.0. While Seth Rollins isn't calling his new faction the Shield 2.0, fans are already seeing similarities, including last night's tactic where Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins, and Bron Breakker cut off all routes of escape before confronting their opponent. Rollins' strategy of softening up his opponents before the men's ladder match was reminiscent of the Shield, and fans should expect to see Rollins' allies lend an assist at tonight's match. Of course, we'll be back to review the show tonight. Number 3, good build for Money in the Bank. Now, SmackDown had plenty of problems last night, none of them having to do with its superstar's performance, but hyping Money in the Bank was definitely not one of them. WWE promoted the various matches and gave the event the big-time feel you don't always get with WWE events, especially when they each come after about 2 weeks. Number 4, heel versus heel fireworks. Or is WWE booking a program between Solo Sikoa's forces and Seth Rollins' new faction? While that seems unlikely, as Jacob Fatu seems on his way out of the group, the prospect of 2 heel factions throwing down has big potential, and was reminiscent of when WWE teased their Judgment Day battling the Bloodline, but sadly that never happened. WWE continues to tease the build between Bron Breakker and Jacob Fatu. Will they clash at SummerSlam though? Number 5, Joe Tessitore continues to shine. Joe Tessitore continues to get better every week, and while WWE's track record of hiring real sports broadcasters is hit and miss, Joe Tessitore is a natural who refuses to sit on his laurels, and instead, he works hard to get even better. Joe is a new ace in the broadcast booth with a distinctive voice and delivery that leads to grand slams every week on SmackDown. And Cody Rhodes roasts John Cena. Cody Rhodes scorched John Cena again on the microphone, but did many fans get his reference? Rhodes told Cena that John Cena standing next to Logan Paul was like Michael Hayes standing next to the Hardy Boys, a reference to the Hardys' earlier years when Michael Hayes aligned himself with the duo, supposedly to lend some of the bad boy reputation he had in the 80s, but instead came off looking like their dad. But that was a good what about the bad is number 1, product placement overload. Now, has WWE just gone too far with its product placement? Fans asked that again after last night's segment where Piper Niven went through a table and the camera showed the broken table with the Slim Jim logo emblazoned on it. Are we now going to get a prime sledgehammer? Or maybe WWE will introduce a real cricket bat since they're sponsored by cricket. Seriously, is WWE going to go any further than this? Well, apparently so, as we'll get on into the news. Number 2, the Wyatts wandering. Now, the Wyatt Six are back and ready to give fans another cycle of vignettes designed to remind fans that they exist. While the vignettes are definitely cool, WWE probably still has no clue what to do with them. It's a common problem in WWE, and while the company is doing fantastic at making money, fans' disgust with the booking is eventually going to catch up with them. Number 3, Aleister Black already an afterthought. Now stop us if you've heard this one before, but Aleister Black is already an afterthought following his WWE return. While SmackDown did tease an incredible feud between him and Seth Rollins, with Black definitely not forgetting what Seth Rollins did to his eye, but Black's match against LA Knight was given zero bill. An equal amount of effort in making what could have been a great program turn into a match designed to build up Seth Rollins' campaign of taking over WWE. While it's great to see that WWE could be building to this feud, it's more evident that Seth Rollins will be going after Roman Reigns for SummerSlam, putting Black on the back burner again. Whilst there was nothing downright ugly on SmackDown, sometimes it feels that the product is definitely on cruise control. Well, SmackDown was another night of repetition and filler, another sign that WWE either books its undercard matches on cruise control or uses them as props to put over its main event superstars, whether it was the aforementioned Aleister Black problem or WWE's ineffectual push of United States champion Zelina Vega, who seems to definitely be a transitional champion. What did you guys think of the blue brand last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now, first story looks at, is Vince McMahon really buying WWE back? On top of today's is a rumor that refuses to go away, that former WWE Kingpin Vince McMahon wants to buy WWE back. Vince's son Shane McMahon recently had this to say when approached by TMC Sports. Well, you own a big part of TKO still, so you never know what's going to happen there either. So I'm not trying to be vague, I'm just saying anything can happen, of course. While Vince would need to raise a ton of money to reacquire the WWE, this rumor persists. With TKO Group Holdings making money hand over fist, there may be zero interest in selling the company ever. But what about Shane McMahon? Is he involved in all of this? Now, is there any truth to the rumors that Shane could reunite with Vince McMahon to run a new promotion? Vince McMahon recently launched his new entertainment business, fueling rumors of a return to wrestling. However, Shane dismissed the rumors he'd be working with his dad on any wrestling projects, telling TMZ, "You never know what's going to happen out there. Of course, anything can happen in WWE, but those rumors are false. Those rumors are false." Shane also addressed those rumors that he'd ever join with AEW since he was caught in a meeting together with Tony Khan. He mentioned, "I had a meeting with AEW and wished them continued success, but it's not WWE. It's not the company that I helped build, but you never know what's going to happen in this business." Do you think Shane is keeping the door open so he could eventually work in AEW? Next up, Ric Flair announces cancer diagnosis. There's shocking news concerning Nature Boy Ric Flair, as Ric Flair is letting fans know he's dealing with a skin cancer diagnosis. People broke the story revealing, wrestling legend Ric Flair has been diagnosed with skin cancer, he tells people exclusively for the second time in 3 years. The WWE star 76 says he will begin treatment next week. "It's the second time in 3 years that I've been dealing with skin cancer. I'll be undergoing treatment next week. And we're sending our best to wrestling's living legend as he battles skin cancer and wish him all the best for a recovery." Next up, the actress who portrayed a controversial character passes away. It's sad news to report as Julie Riley, who portrayed the character Claire Lynch in TNA, has passed away. Ringside News provided some background on the controversial storyline Miss Riley was involved in, where a character supposedly had an affair with AJ Styles and was supposedly pregnant with his child. The angle, orchestrated by Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, became a major plot point in 2012 and drew major backlash from fans once Riley's real identity was uncovered. Now, according to Ringside News, fans learned her real name and began harassing her mercilessly on social media, leading her to dropping out of the program. Now, she went on to have a successful career as a presenter and EMC at trade shows and other corporate functions. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, her body was discovered at her home after she did not show up for a scheduled event, and it's believed that she died from natural causes. We're sending our condolences to Miss Riley's friends and family. Next up, former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions return to TNA. The fans of the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, may be happy to learn that the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions and Knockout Tag Team Champions are back in TNA Wrestling as the Inspiration. This was following their appearance at the Against All Odds pre-show, as Fightful Select has the latest saying sources familiar with the situation claim that the deals are under 1 year in length, with the option to mutually extend if all sides are happy. What do you guys think of the Inspiration's return? Next up, King and Queen of the Ring returns. A King and Queen of the Ring is back, and fans can now look forward to a fatal 4-way matches in the first round, with things building to the finals at Night of Champions. However you feel about the tournament, which give the respective winners a world title match at SummerSlam, last year's matches provided some exciting action, and given the WWE's massive roster, this year's should even be bigger. Next up, The Miz is taking time off from WWE. And while fans continue wondering what the future holds for the longtime WWE superstar, a new report indicates he's taking time off to fill American Gladiators in his latest TV project. It was announced in The Observer this week that Miz will be leaving for London soon to film the newest incarnation of American Gladiators for Amazon Prime, which he's hosting. Next up, John Cena references R-Truth. What did John Cena have to say about R-Truth's controversial exit from WWE? WWE fans aren't letting up on voicing their displeasure at the promotion's shocking decision not to renew R-Truth's contract, with "We Want Truth" chants breaking out at Raw, NXT, and last night's SmackDown. But Cena chimed in during the chants, telling the fans, "You can't handle the truth, and you hypocrites chant for truth, you are all pathetic liars." Now, this was actually some decent heel work from John Cena, and it certainly did put an end to the chants. Next up, WWE almost didn't sign a star because of racy photos. Shotzi Blackheart is no longer driving her tank around WWE following a recent departure, but during an appearance on Darian Tony Unwrapped, she revealed her original run in NXT almost got nixed due to some risky photos from her past. Summertime was like weird because I got there, so I had like a weird thing where I got signed in 2018, and then they were like, never mind. And then like AEW started blowing up, and then they were like, and then hit me up in 2019 and were like, never mind. We're like actually going to sign you. Can you like start in 2 weeks? But then she worried when a contract offer was pulled. I was over the idea of WWE at that point. I was just, okay, well, I'm like coming to terms that WWE's never gonna sign me. I was not signed because of like that background check stuff. They were like, I had risky photos up that, which I don't even think that they're risky now, but they were like, oh yeah, that's not what we want out of our WWE superstars. So I was like, I was under. I just thought that, okay, then that's it for me. If that's what they don't want, they're never gonna change their mind about that. But then, like, not even a year later, they hit me up. Now, even though Shotzi was recently released, she made an unannounced indie return at Hood Slam. And finally, WWE wrestlers will be wearing advertisements soon. Last but not least, fans soon see another example of TKO Group's relentless campaign to monetize just about everything in WWE. The Observer is now reporting, I expect ads on ring gear soon. Seriously, that's not a joke. That's where this is going. There's no limit to it. If there's a blank space on screen, TKO wants to monetize it. Now, are we going to get Roman Reigns wearing a dude wipe shirt? Or are we going to get Jey Uso dressed up like Ronald McDonald in Slim Jim colors? I mean, to be fair, it's not totally out there. As just remember, at one point, Brock Lesnar had advertisements all over his shorts. So is it a bad thing? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.